Hello friends, Monica here, solo. The build must go on, and today I'm going to try to lay the floors. Oh, I should have a mic on. Hello friends.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hot Air.
Hi.
I'm Chad. This is my friend Monica.
Wife.
This is my wife Monica. And this week we got some good stuff done.
Ooh.
Monica solo put in like 3/4 of the floors.
Yes.
So you'll get to see that fun times.
We have floors.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. And then we finished wiring up some of the electrical. Like the solar panels are in, our electrical is basically in. I'll go over that because we did a kind of a simplified version that we think is going to be plenty for what we need.
Yeah.
And so we got some lights in as well, so it looks good. Update on the HOA situation.
Oh boy.
So we got a second notice, and so we called and emailed and said, hey, what's going on? You guys are basically telling us to get rid of our second vehicle. And and so we said it's a van, it's not an RV. He explained everything that that they said we were doing wrong in the
Letter or notice, postcard.
Yeah. And so then the lady emailed us back and goes, okay, thanks for explaining, thanks for the breakdown, we'll close the case.
Could it be that easy?
There's no way it's that easy, but it was very satisfying.
Yeah.
And also I hope the people that report us get a notice that your incident has been closed. They don't see a difference, so I don't know. But so that's that.
We had a great break in the weather, so we've been able
man.
to just be in the van,
Yeah,
planning stuff out,
Yeah.
measuring, things like that. So
Yeah.
that's been really nice.
it's 78 degrees right now. We'll put that in Celsius for our two friends in the UK that watch.
Hi.
And so, what else?
I think the lights are huge.
Yeah, we can work at night.
Yeah, and they're completely solar paneled.
Yeah, we're off the
driven, so-
grid over here.
That's really neat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been I feel like a very productive week.
It's been a very productive week. Now we can start putting in like some walls. We're going to put in the bed here pretty soon. We're actually going to take a cross half country trip in 2 or 3 weeks. So we got to put the bed in. We got almost everything in the mail. We probably have to order like bits and pieces, but we have like the water system. We've got the refrigerator is sitting in our foyer or foyer, depending on where in the country you are. So we've got like everything in. We just need to get like lumber and start building the frame for the bed, and then like we're gonna put some benches in. We're gonna put like a kitchenette thing in. So we've got a lot to do, and it's gonna be frustrating as heck. But we feel like now we can start making some of that progress.
Yes, we also need to install windows, so that'll be a big thing.
Yeah, we've been talking about these windows, and now it's cool enough we can do it.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be coming real soon. So you get to see the freak out on my face when we put those windows in. That'll be good for everybody.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys
Yeah.
again for watching. We have now over 100 subscribers.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, click the
Like
what are you
and
doing?
subscribe.
Click the subscribe button and then like the video. All this just gets it out to more people to watch.
Yeah.
And that's appreciated.
It's fun.
And put a comment in there. How'd you find us? What's your favorite thing we've done so far? That sort of stuff. Just let's interact. Let's have some fun. We'll reply. Let's be friends. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Monica here with another unsponsored van build. Coca-Cola, call me. I'm here solo. Chad is out with a bros weekend. Bros. I am going to attempt the floors, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'll try to walk you through it as best I can. We're here on location again because we don't want to upset the neighbors more. Let's get to it. I think we have these engineered like laminates that are waterproof and pretty sturdy, heavy duty, and they're the locking ones. We chose this nice gray coloring, and we're going to start over on that wall. Did some YouTube research, and the research concluded that the first board, which will run, you are to screw that one in. You can take out the screws later. I think I'll probably just leave them in, but that'll get you really flat. We're going to have a bench over there, so don't think it'll make a difference. It won't be seen, but it's going to be pretty interesting with the cuts. I got the Blue Eddy out here so that we have some power to make some cuts. Brought the jigsaw. But let's get into it. Another thing that we learned on YouTube was that you want to cut your boards down to a pattern where you're using like a full board, a quarter board, a half board, and then like a 3/4 board, just so you'll have some nice kind of variation in seams. Now I'm going to measure up this first board and screw it in. I'm going to do a little pre-drilling and screw it in. So we know there's a stud that runs along this wall here. So I'm going to hit that. And the journey begins. Okay, so this one cut, this small board, took about 30 minutes, and I've been whittling away. You can see some of the shavings. It's not perfect, but I think it is possibly as good as we're gonna get right now. Whew, it's hard. It's harder than I thought it'd be. Time check. It's 10:22. I don't know, I've been at it for a couple hours. I have like 4.5 boards in. Oh boy. Gotta do the back over here, get this little part done in here, and then I can get that last board in on the end. And maybe I can go for another row or two. I feel like the middle will be really fast. It's just these getting started and then up here. So we'll see. Good morning. Day 2 of floors. Last day riding solo without my partner. Chad's still at the lake with the bros, but coming home today. Out here this morning. Got a lot of birds in the background. That's nice. But I'm hoping we can finish up the floors this morning so that Chad can come home and it looks so nice. But got quite a bit to do. We got 3 rows in basically. So here's hoping. Let's get to it. Cheers. Day 2. Well, we might come back and do more. I gotta go pick up Chad from the from his friend's house. Come back from the lake, but I think this looks pretty good. It is a lot of work just getting things to fit right, but overall really happy with it. Moving, grooving. Peace. Look who's back. I'm partying it up with the bros.
I'm back, and this is exciting. We're out here with our Blue Eddy power station, but we officially have it plugged into the solar panels. We get all this wired together. We have to run it properly, but just for now, we've got the cables running through here and then input into the side there. And then, as you can see, maybe we've got like, it's going between like 400, 300, and 400, depending. Maybe there's a cloud over there.
There's a cloud.
But we've got power coming in, baby. So,
Off-grid.
Monica did a fabulous job on the floors thus far. We got about a third of the way to go. We have chop saw out here so we can do what we need to do, but it feels good to be off the grid.
Feels good to be a gangsta. He's whittling. Just trying to get...
I believe they say in the country, whittling.
Just trying to get that right edge.
Oh my.
Oh, yes.
That's it, that's done, that did. Holy moly.
Yeah, hammer works. And yeah, so that's okay. And some of them break.
That's okay.
Some of them break
I won't
off.
stare at that for the rest of my life.
The kitchen cabinet's gonna be over it.
All right, here's what we're up to. I'm wiring up the solar panels, so I've got the wires coming back here. And I bought this Gland, it's called, which, you know, you can drill a hole on top of your van, and then it goes through these holes, and then into the van, and then down. But these were what were on the outside of the Gland. So my problem I have is I'm gonna come through this rear light thing that's on the back of it. But this Gland is too long. Even if I go sideways, it's too long. So what's the difference if I just drill a hole and stick these things through the plastic and then just have the wires, you know, come in and through there? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Monica asked a good question. Are the wires gonna be protected? Is this thing gonna leak? All that good stuff. So it's waterproof for the most part. These here, they've got, if I take one apart, they've got these collapsible pieces, and then this is a rubber flange. So when I tighten these two things together, it tightens everything onto this rubber piece, making it waterproof. Now, worst case scenario, water gets in here, and then let me do this. So this, I'll take this off and show you, but this has a drain hole right here. So if water does get into this piece here, it'll just drain out right here. That's the reverse cam right here. I don't know why I told you that. Well, I got it off. It was there, and I'll show you what you kind of have to do to get it off. I'd say first, go see your priest and get all that out of your system. But so you can see this hole here matches up with that thing there. You'll notice this one's no longer connected to here. That's another episode. But basically this is bonded to here. I think something was screwed into there, but I can't tell. But basically what I'm gonna have to do is like put some super glue on this to get it back on. So anyway, what you have to do to get it off though, is when you first turn it, the screw from out here, you have to like turn it real fast because you can feel it like pop release. Because what I did was, I did this one okay, but when I did this one, this whole thing just started spinning in there and you can't get to it. So I basically had to like pry this thing back as far as I could and then stick needle nose pliers in there to hold it to get the screw undone. So it's off. Getting back on is gonna be real fun. All right, things I've done here. I put some bonding on this to get it back. I have added the conduits for the solar cables, which are hooked up. What I did wrong is where I put these. Here and here. They're hitting this and this. So I may have to like cut these back a little bit. So another thing to think about is, instead of putting them on the side, put them on either side of the light as close as you can get in between those and those. So still some work to be done, but we are V close. I also moved the wolf box camera from here. It was down here by the license plate, but I moved it up higher because I like it there. And cut. All right, that is complete. I'll fasten these down. I think I also could change these out. There's like L brackets so they go straight out instead of up and then around, because that looks crazy, but this is all done and completed. So check it off the list. Yeah. See anything wrong here? The backup cam that I moved, it's missing a little bit of clearance. So that hits whenever you try to open the door. Good grief. All right, I'm gonna go light something on fire.
You're live.
Okay, turn on the power. I got all the lights plugged up. So now let's see if they work.
Let there be light.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, these are all working. Oh my gosh, that feels so good.
Oh my gosh, great job.
Okay, and look, it'll dim too if you. Dimming.
Whoa. Yay!
Nice! I just want to walk through the electrical system that we have going on here. As you can see, we put up some lights, which is cool, but wanted to explain how all of this works. So we have 3 200-watt solar panels on the roof, which is kind of a lot, but it was a sale. We've got those wired up and they're coming through. As you'll see, I did this in the video, which was super easy to do and not frustrating at all. And then those are routed through, coming down here, and then plugged into our Blue Eddy AC200 Max power station. So this is going to be our power solution here. A lot of people in van builds, if you watch as much YouTube as I do, will set up a whole like independent power system. So they'll have batteries separate, they'll have charge controller that the solar comes into, they'll have to do an inverter, they have to do all that stuff. This has everything built into one, so it's a simplified version of it. It uncomplicates, but also maybe we're limited a little bit. We have a 12 volt panel, panel here that all our wiring is going to come into, which plugs into this port here, which is a 30 amp 12 volt DC, and then this has a built-in inverter into it as well. So everything that's on this side we can plug into as well if we turn the AC on. You can turn the AC on and off so it's not sucking power if those things are on. But if we need to run something that needs AC power, then we can do that just by plugging in into here. So things like our kitchen stove, if we end up going electric, like induction for that, then that could plug into it. If we needed to run like, I don't know, a blender or a hair dryer or whatever, that sort of thing, we can still plug into it. Otherwise, we'll just run all off of the 12 volt panel here. So this is a nice system. We think it's a perfect solution for us. It'll do, it's 2,048 watt hours, which is the equivalent of about 170 amp hours in your batteries, which is, maybe slightly less than most people would have if we don't feel like this is enough, because we get so much solar charging this thing. If we don't feel like this is enough, we can expand it by doubling and then tripling by putting expansion batteries on here as well. So we'll see if we need to do that or not, but we could if we needed to. It has a built-in inverter. It's a 2,000 watt inverter, so that's pretty powerful as well. I think that'll handle most things that we would want to do. Even if we wanted to do like an air fryer or something like that, it would be sufficient to power that. We've been powering chop saw and power tools off of this thing, so it's very powerful. We just really need to road test this thing to see how it's going to work with running the lights, the fan. We'll have a refrigerator, but the compressor cuts on and off, so it's not like pulling power all the time. We got some lamps here. We got a charging port that's here. We'll probably need a pump for our water filter, which the water will go back here. So that's our electrical system. Nerdy, exciting stuff.
Yay!
Yeah.
Reporting live.
Like, we just got some more lumber.
Ooh.
The projects never end, you guys. But look at those lights. Hello.
Hello. Puck lights.
Yeah, Anyway, thanks for watching this week, and like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.
Okay, take two, because we're now on video instead of a long picture I just took.
That
My
means
microphone was in my pocket, so you may have heard a lot of rustling just then.